Welcome to Rapid Recap, your source for the latest news in esports and gaming. We've got all the topics that you need to hear about, and we're going to break it down in under 3 minutes. Let's jump right in. First off, in the Valorant world, we've got 2 weeks remaining in VCT, EMEA, and America's Stage 2, so let's check in where the teams stand on the road to the playoffs. The Sentinels sit firmly atop Group Alpha with an undefeated record and 2 fairly easy matchups remaining in EG and 2G. C9 and G2 are both sitting at 2-1, which sets up for a potentially very exciting 3-1 matchup in the final matchup of this one. Group Omega has been a much closer affair. We've got a 3-way tie at the top, 100T in the lead by map count, but NRG and Crew are both sitting at 2-1 as well. MIBR down at the bottom has a must-win match coming up against NRG if they want to stay in playoff contention. The downfall of this roster post-qualifying for Toronto has been historic and borderline depressing. I'm not afraid to admit it, things have been kind of resident sleeper throughout the group stage in EMEA. In Group Alpha, we've got Heretics continuing their EWC run. They're 3-0 right now, and BBL kind of low, 1-2, but I'm expecting a resurgence from this team in the final 2 matches. They should definitely be the number 2 team in this group. In Group Omega, we've got TL and Fnatic both at 3-0 and set for a big head-to-head matchup to decide the top of the group. On Friday, TL had a brief scare from their match against Apex and their estranged Toronto sub Penny, but the crisis was narrowly avoided. Gen G has announced the addition of Lakia back to their team. That's 4 members of the Shanghai roster reunited once again. In the CDL world, we've got some Rostermania updates for you. Things are definitely ongoing and constantly updating. But what we've most recently heard, Ghosty and Abizi have announced their restricted free agent status. And we're also seeing some big potential moves being rumored around the Gentlemates. They're looking to make a big push and become a dominant force in the league next season. In protest of the terrible format for LTA and LEC this split, we will not be covering any early matches until elimination starts. The pick and play for LTA and the absence of G2 and Carmine Corp from the early rounds of the LEC has just unfortunately not resulted in any matches that we think were worth covering. For the LCK, we do have a big matchup, Gen G versus T1. The top of the LCK will face off against each other on Thursday morning. Simple is back. We just saw the announcement that he would be joining BC Game Esports. We're going to get to see his debut on August the 10th. There's a lot of Simple fans in this office who are going to be watching and rooting him on. Blast Bounty has just started. We've seen lots of matches, lots of competitive ones, lots of marathons as well. Team Liquid versus Ecstatic. It took TL quintuple overtime to get the victory over Ecstatic. We've also got an announcement from Blast that the Mongols will not be attending Blast Open London due to visa issues, and TL will be stepping in for them. This could be a big final opportunity for TL to secure some PRS points. That's going to do it for Rapid Recap. Until next time, thanks for watching.